Hey, listen, won't you follow me?
Take a journey to another time.
You won't be disappointed, wait and see.
Close your eyes and sit back, take a ride to the Nifty Fifties.
Black boots and a motorcycle jacket,
Saddle shoes and bobby socks,
dungarees and a cool white t-shirt. Take me right back to the Nifty Fifties.
I long to be there every now and then.
I'm cruising back to the Nifty Fifties. I'm gonna live it all again. Why yes, folks, it was the Nifty Fifties, a time of rebel teens, wild music, fast cars, and crazy fads.
Like flying sauce 3D movies.
James Dean and Marlon Brando.
Hula hoops and Davy Crockett hats.
Elvis, Buddy, and Dion. And of course, no self-respecting guy was caught dead without a comb in his back pocket. And no self-respecting girl got caught dead without the latest shade of lipstick, like Hound Dog Orange or Heartbreak Hotel Pink. French twist with a little curl,
DuckTales and long thick sideburns,
cute bangs and a ponytail.
a slick DA's gonna get my dream girl. Take me right back to the Nifty Fifties. I long to be there every now and then. I'm cruising back to the Nifty Fifties. I'm gonna live it all again. Well, the slang in the 1950s changed faster than Elvis's waistline. For example, hot in the 50s soon changed to cool.
Real gone became the most.
It soon way out was about as in as you could get. And of course, nobody wanted to be labeled square.
Which was the worst thing you could possibly do.
It's hard for a guy to be cool in the 1950s.
And some of us had to work harder at it than others.
Gonna take it to the high school sock hop. Lovely is the summertime moonlight. Take me right back to the Nifty Fifties. I long to be there every now and then. I'm cruising back to the Nifty Fifties.
There's nothing to worry about. Everybody's nervous their first day.
But don't spill anything.
That's what towels are for. Donald wasn't nervous wreck his first day, weren't you, Donald?
If you say so.
Spilled a banana split all over the floor. Very messy and hard to clean up.
How awful.
Oh, it wasn't so bad. But Louise's memory is.
Why do you say that?
Because it wasn't a banana split. It was a chocolate college ice. I recall every detail. 1 scoop of chocolate, chocolate syrup, crushed cashews, and cherries.
I could have sworn it was a banana split. Heavy on the crushed pineapple.
Nope, that came later.
Anyways, everything's needed on the table. You got your menu, your napkins, your salt and pepper, and your ketchup and mustard. You'll carry your notebook and your pencil in your apron pocket.
I know I'm late, Louise. Don't scold.
I won't scold. And I'm coming to a new placement, Virginia Siegel.
We already know each other.
Oh?
Sorry to hear you're moving to Michigan.
My dad's getting a great job. The automobile business is booming, and he wants to be part of it.
What did you say he was helping design, Edna?
The Edsel.
Whatever that is.
I bet you'll miss the old hometown.
I'm sure I will,
You'll make me friends.
but I won't forget the old ones.
So cheeseburgers and fries are the #1 after-school snack.
And don't forget lime cokes, cherry cokes, and vanilla cokes. Those are popular too.
Well, school's out for the day. The children will be here any minute. Edna, you give Virginia a hand.
That's what I call a hand.
I'll be in the kitchen if you need me.
Thanks, Louise. She's awfully nice, isn't she?
The best. If it's food they want, tell Louise. If it's malts, floats, shakes, beverages, tell Donald.
Ready for action. For toppings, it's chocolate, strawberry, caramel, and crushed pineapple.
Sounds good. Let me get rid of this.
I think I'm feeling Latin.
Latin's a dead language.
I'll be dead when my father sees my report card. High school is so boring.
Look who's here. Royalty.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Suit yourself.
Donald Spinney is so rude.
Common.
La-dee-da.
If you don't start showing respect for paying customers, I'll report you to the management.
Management. Yeah, you mean Louise. She's in the kitchen. Want me to get her?
Ignore him, Muffin. He's not worth our time. He's beneath notice.
Oh, you've broken my little heart.
My Cocker Spaniel, Tippy, has more manners than Donald Spinney.
He'll always be a jerk. Well, I trust you mean soda jerk. Look at it this way. I'm the best soda jerk in town.
We'd better get a table before this place fills up. I hate sitting at the counter.
I think sitting by the counter is unattractive.
Here's a nice table. No, I don't think so. It's too close to Donald Spinney. How about this one?
What do you think, Muffet?
I think this one. We haven't seen you here before. First day.
Don't give her a hard time. She's a nice girl.
My name's Virginia. We didn't ask for your name.
She's awful bored for a waitress, don't you think?
Let's just study the menu.
Why study the menu? It's the same as it was yesterday. It never changes.
Don't answer, girls. It would only encourage him.
He's so fresh. May I take your orders?
Come back later.
Sure.
Where are the trumpets? Where are the drums? Where are the damsels? Jughead Jarvis is here.
Hey, Jughead.
Hey, Donald. Hey, ladies.
Hello, Jughead.
Hey, did any of you dolls see that movie at the Bijou?
We're not dolls.
If you don't mind, Jughead, Anne and Jane and I were having a private conversation.
Well, excuse me. Anne and Jane and I were having a private conversation. Well, I think I'll saunter on over to the soda fountain and have me a private conversation with a glass of brew.
Honestly, girls, the boys at our school are definitely not worth talking about. They have no class. None whatsoever.
No appreciation of the finer things in life. They don't know how to treat a lady.
has potential.
You don't mean
Of course she does. George Bullock.
George Bullock. Not only is he a basketball star, he's handsome.
And shy. He sure doesn't have much to say. That's because he's the strong, silent type. Still water runs deep. Who's talking about still water?
I saw him driving a new Roe Buick convertible.
How do you know?
I saw him at the drive-in.
Well, who was he with?
A bunch of guys.
How disappointing. Personally, I think it's unfeminine to notice what kind of car a boy drives.
All the girls have stars in their eyes when George Bullock's is around.
Girls with stars in their eyes usually end up marrying boys like Jughead and Donald.
How depressing.
Do you think you can get him to take you to the hippity hop? He may be quiet, but he'll ask me. Wait and see. The service in this place is terrible. Yoo-hoo! Waitress! Customers waiting!
Hey, Edna! Did you see that movie down at the Bijou?
I haven't been to the Bijou in weeks. Too much on my mind with my family moving to Detroit and all.
When you move, we're gonna miss you.
Thanks, Jughead. I'm gonna miss all my friends.
Did you hear that?
She calls us her friends. That's pretty brazen. Some people are so crude. I'll have a cheeseburger and a lime Coke. Lots of ice. I'm on a diet, so I'll just have a double order of french fries and a vanilla shake.
Lemonade.
So that's one cheeseburger with lime Coke, double french fries, vanilla shake, and a lemonade. You don't spill anything.
You probably will.
That new waitress doesn't seem competent.
In that case, we won't leave her a tip. We never leave a tip. I know Louise will go for the idea.
I don't know. Think positive, Rosemary. It won't hurt to ask.
Hey, Gracie! Did you see that movie at the Bijou?
I've been too busy.
Rosemary?
Nope.
Evelyn?
I only go to movies that make me cry.
Why?
The sentimental type.
Ha! Could have fooled me.
Hi, Muffin, Jane, Ann.
Hello, Gracie.
What'll it be? 3 Coca-Colas, I guess, but I have to speak with Louise.
You mean right now? This very minute?
It's terribly important.
You might even say it's urgent.
Gracie has a wonderful idea.
This place won't seem the same without you, Edna.
In a few days, I'll be nothing but a memory. 3 Cokes. Coming up.
How are the dance plans coming, Gracie? That's why I have to speak with Louise.
What's the mystery?
I don't like to talk about things unless I'm sure they're going to work out. How practical.
The school gym is a mess. All that remodeling?
And dust? The place is covered with dust. I'm allergic to dust.
I don't know. It might be kind of fun, dancing in dust.
You would think that. It's a measure of your intelligence.
Says you.
Ignore him, Anne, with pleasure. Edna said you wanted to speak with me, Gracie?
She does.
I do.
I'm listening.
Well, you probably know I'm in charge of this year's dance committee.
I do, congratulations.
It's going to be a hippity hop.
So?
Well, we can't have it at the school gymnasium. It's all torn up from remodeling.
So?
So I had a sensational idea to hold the hippie hop somewhere else.
Where?
Here.
Here?
In a public luncheonette.
It's such a common idea.
Vulgar.
I think it sounds great, but there wouldn't be enough room.
Well, there would be if we opened the folding doors to the meeting room.
Yeah, where my dad's Kiwanis Club meets every Thursday morning.
And I suppose we'll have to place our orders at the door and pay the cashier as we leave. That's not what I had in mind. We'll have to provide refreshments wherever the dance is held, so we can just use the food budget to purchase ice cream and stuff for everyone here.
It sounds great.
Thanks, Jughead.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you wouldn't have a thing to worry about. The kids kids will be on their best behavior. And I already have a clear crew to clean up after the dance.
Well, I suppose I do owe you kids a favor. You are my best customers.
Oh, say it's okay.
I'm not sure.
Come on, Louise.
It'll be fun. There'll be a line of kids around the block.
Around the block?
Waiting to get in.
The kids will come from everywhere. Just think about it. They'll be coming from the country. They'll be moving from the birds. They'll be walking through the city. They'll be standing on the curb.
They'll be coming from the nation and everywhere in between.
It'll be the best hippity hop this town has ever seen. They'll be moving and grooving till they just can't stop. Everybody's coming to the hippity hop. See 'em on the sidewalk, see 'em in the street, rocking and rolling to the uptown beat. Girlfriends, boyfriends, sister, brother, up one side and down the other, till they just can't walk. Rock around the block.
They'll be running down the alley. They'll be running through the park.
They'll be jumping out of taxis. They'll be coming after dark. They'll be rolling with the woodwork, rising up from the floor.
Dropping down from the skylight, they'll be knocking down the door. They'll be moving and grooving till they just can't stop. Everybody's coming to the hippity hop. See 'em on the sidewalk, see 'em in the street, rocking and rolling to the uptown beat. Girlfriend, boyfriend, sister, brother, up one side and down the other, till they just can't walk. Rock around the block. Can you do it?
I don't see why not. Well, I better get back to the kitchen. Had a grease fire yesterday.
Oh, I knew she'd say yes. Isn't it wonderful? I didn't think it would be this easy. We'll leave it to Gracie.
I can't imagine where you got this ridiculous idea, Gracie. No one will want to come to a school dance held in a luncheonette.
Vulgar.
Common.
It is not. It's a wonderful idea.
I suppose if you freshmen and sophomores might show up, they'd show up for anything. But juniors and seniors, never.
Never, never. I don't agree with you.
You will when the hippity hop trips and falls on its face.
I tell you, the kids will turn out.
It's a stupid idea.
It is not. You're wrong. The kids will turn out. I'm telling you.
Why not just rent a hotel ballroom?
That would cost money.
Naturally.
There's not enough money in the hotel budget to rent a hotel ballroom.
Then maybe you should be the head of the dance committee.
Muffin's right. If you can't do a thing proper, why do it at all? That's what my mother always says.
Meow.
You're wrong, Muffin. Everyone will turn out.
Tell me why.
Because
I'm listening.
Because, I've got a rock star. A real rock star to perform at the dance.
I don't believe you. It's true. And who is this rock star?
Ziggy Spring.
that Ziggy Springer is my cousin.
Ziggy Springer. How I like his sound.
Oh, baby. Baby. Oh, baby. Baby. She rocks when she rolls, rolls when she rocks. Mama, baby makes my heart go tick-tock.
How was I?
Don't ask. It sounded as if you just had your tonsils removed.
I thought you were very good, Donald.
Me too.
You owe Gracie an apology, Muffin.
And she'll get one. If and when
Ziggy Springer performs in this place.
Donald, for a second or two, you sounded just like Ziggy.
only for a second or two.
Mansfield is such a snob.
I didn't know Ziggy Springer was your cousin.
Distant.
How distant?
How distant can you get?
But he did promise to perform at the Hippity Hop, right?
Not exactly. What does that mean, not exactly?
I haven't asked him yet.
Haven't asked him?
I don't want nothing over here. She made me so mad, and I had to think of something fast.
Gracie, I've got to talk to you in private.
We get the message. No one has to hit us over the head with a hammer.
What's the matter with you, Bob?
Has Sinbad Galucci been around here?
Oh, Sinbad Galucci? That creep?
I wouldn't tell anyone this but my sister. But I'm in big trouble.
Has it anything to do with Sinbad Galucci?
Yeah.
Oh, then you're in big trouble.
You know how I love motorcycles, you know? I love them, I love them, I love them!
Go on.
I spotted Sinbad's new Harley-Davidson Sportster, and I may have took the force bit.
You didn't!
I did. It was so new and shiny, red and black, big headlight with a quick acceleration. Vroom, vroom. I couldn't resist the impulse.
Oh, I hope Sinbad never finds out you took it for a ride.
So do I. I smashed it out.
You what?
If Sinbad finds out it was me, my days are numbered.
Oh, I don't even want to think about it.
My throat's gone dry. I'm a nervous wreck. Donald, what about a glass of water?
Oh, Bite, what about a glass of water?
Very funny.
Messing with Sinbad Gucci's motorbike? How could you be so stupid?
It must be a chemical imbalance. I don't have long to live. I can feel it in my bones.
What's the matter, Gracie? You look pale.
Oh, it's nothing.
Hey Bob, did you see that movie at the Bijou?
Don't talk to me about movies. Not too much on my mind.
Like what?
Hi, girls. Sorry. My back is all open.
It doesn't happen often. It certainly doesn't. Because you're the best holder we've ever had.
That's nice of you to say so, Mother.
Think nothing of it. You're coming in heavy.
Aren't you, George?
Well, I haven't given it much thought yet.
Thanks to Gracie, we're having it right here.
Where?
In Louise's luncheonette.
Isn't that common?
I think that's a creative idea.
Thanks, George. And Ziggy Springer's going to be here.
Who's he?
Who's he? The rock star?
If you say so.
Oh, he's the greatest.
Well, I don't really listen to music much.
Hey, George, did you see that movie at the Bijou?
The one with Steve McQueen?
That's the
I
one!
saw
Well, why didn't you say it was one with Steve McQueen?
What a dreamboat.
Yeah, we saw it over in Mountain City last week.
it. What was it about?
What was it about? Just read the billboard. It's a giant! It's a monster! When will it stop?
They couldn't believe their eyes.
They couldn't escape the horror.
And neither will you!
Your flesh will creep at the glove that crawls.
See teenage teenagers versus the glutinous alien.
See a whole town caught in a web of gelatin.
Witness the day the earth stood still. Claudu Gorbarada Nikta.
Wait a minute, that's from a different movie.
Ah, yeah. Anyways, we came from outer space, landed in a field, a worldwide threat to the whole human race.
It ain't a plumber, a mechanic, a doctor, and a nurse, but that was just an appetizer. Things got worse.
We rolled on into town, into a local store. It almost got Steve McQueen. Wait, there's more.
It snuck into a movie as the name the projectionist.
And crept into the audience, a true antagonist.
What was it? What was it? For Pete's sake, what was it?
It was the blob, a big old blob.
And it be sticky, ooey, gooey, choppy, choppy, gummy, gluey, flappy, lumpy, bumpy, hungry jello.
It was the blob, a big old blob.
And messy, mushy, goopy, gloppy, gumpy, funky, slushy, salty, sludgy, sludgy, crunchy, hungry jello. Yeah! The crowd began to scream and scurry for the door before they could escape it in a dozen or more.
The sheriff to confront this terrifying curse. But little did he know that things would soon get worse.
They scrambled for their lives and knocked each other down. The sheriff barely got away to warn the town.
Holding back his deputy, the sheriff declared.
Don't go in there, Jim. It's the most horrible thing I've ever seen.
What was it? What was it? For Pete's sake, what was it? It was the blob, a big old blob.
And it be sticky, ooey, gooey, chubby, tubby, gummy, gluey, flappy, lumpy, bumpy, hungry jello.
It was the blob,
A big old blob. A messy, mushy, goopy, gloppy, yucky, sucky, slushy, stuffy, sludgy, pudgy, hunchy, hungry jello. What next?
It gobbled up and died with all the folks inside.
They ran into the basement, but they knew they couldn't hide.
Started down the stairs, now what were they to do?
That's when Steve McQueen discovered CO2. What happened? What happened? For Pete's sake, what happened?
It seems that the mob down the call.
It started to retreat and wasn't nearly as bold.
Steve got on the telephone to tell what he found.
They brought in extinguishers from all around.
They sprayed and sprayed them with salt and
The packet in a crate called Steve's advice.
He flew in the Air Force to fly away.
And they put it in Alaska, where it still remains today!
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Thank God!
The blob, a big old blob.
And make you sticky, ooey, gooey, chubby, tubby, gummy, gluey, flappy, lumpy, bumpy, hungry jello.
It was the blob, a big old blob.
And make you sticky, ooey, gooey, chubby, tubby, gummy, gluey, flappy, lumpy, bumpy, hungry jello.
It came from outer space.
A big old blob. And it's in the field, gooey, chubby, chubby, gummy, gluey, a worldwide threat to the whole human race. It came from outer space. A big old blob. And it's in the field, gooey, chubby, chubby, gummy, gluey, a worldwide threat to the whole human race. The blob, the blob, the blob, the blob, the blob, the blob. It was a blob.
You've been keeping a secret from me, George.
What made you say that, Muffin?
You didn't tell me you had a new Road Buick convertible. That's my favorite car. Some girls think it's unfeminine to notice what kind of car a boy drives, but I don't. Do you?
That's just my uncle's car. He let me borrow it.
See you later, everybody.
See you later.
Look at that, Gracie. She is so obvious. Poor guy, having to put up with a leech-like muffin. She doesn't even know what a nice guy he is. He sits next to me in geometry and helps me a lot.
Oh, Gracie, you've got to do something.
Well, what would you suggest?
Geometry.
Excuse me, George. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm stumped again. Could you explain this geometry problem to me?
Yeah, just let me grab my basketball.
She didn't need help.
It was just a cheap attempt to get George's attention.
She's so obvious.
But she doesn't know she's competing against a pro.
Oh, George, I'm so dumb when it comes to sports. Do you think you could explain a few moves to me?
Well,
Nice try, Gracie.
Did you know I have more cashmere sweaters than any girl in school?
No.
That's my table.
Gracie, sorry, can I have a basketball back?
Sure.
Thanks.
Where are we supposed to sit?
Over there.
By the counter?
I'm confused about a pass, and I don't know anything about blocking.
You know I practice every day at the YMCA.
Why no, George? I didn't.
All right. Who did it?
You heard, Sinbad.
Who did what? Some jerk busted up my Harley-Davidson Sportster.
Yeah, some jerk.
I don't want any trouble from you, Sinbad. I told you that before.
I never had my Harley-Davidson Sportster busted up before.
Never. Never.
Will you two stop? Gets on my nerves. Don't I got enough to worry about?
Sorry, man.
Don't sweat it, Sinbad.
It's those beatniks, Riff and Misty.
I didn't know Sinbad Gucci had any friends.
I heard that.
What's all this about?
Weren't you listening? Misty and Riff saw some high schooler riding my Sportster, and he's the one who busted it up. And when I find him,
Go with the flow. Relax, man.
And I suppose you think you'll find that high schooler in here.
why not? This is where they hang out, right? Misty, Riff, take a look. Do you see him?
Nope. Don't see him.
He'll show up sooner or later, and when he does, pass.
Donald, call the police.
Eat.
Hold on, Donald. I think I can handle this.
And who are you?
That's not important. We don't want to cause any trouble in Louise's luncheonette. It'll give the place a bad name. You could be hauled away by the police.
For what?
For disturbing the peace.
So why don't you sit down and have a physical up, or be on your way?
You trying to be funny?
It's making sense, man.
Oh, I'll go. But I'll be back. And when I do, he's mine. All mine.
This place is bad vibes.
Man, I feel sorry for whoever messed with Sinbad's bike.
You handled that very nicely, George.
Thanks, Gracie.
You all gotta see what's going on across the street.
What?
Little girl's been working a hula hoop for 5 hours. It's like perpetual motion. She's never gonna stop.
Oh, man, this I gotta see. Do you mind, Louise? Just for a sec.
Go ahead. I'm sure any new customer we get will be over there too.
Aren't you coming, Gracie? Oh, you go along.
I bet I know what you're worrying about.
Me too.
Ziggy Springer.
What are you going to do?
The only thing I can do.
Cancel the talk about blood, that makes me think about my brother and Sinbad Gucci.
What are you waiting for? She's fantastic. Come on.
He's thinking about hula hoops, and I'm thinking about Ziggy Springer.
When you hear what it is, the song that makes the heart of every teen queen beat faster. Let's hear it, Ziggy. Oh, baby!
me! I'm your cousin!
Cousin?
Well, your mother is my mother's second cousin, which makes me your third cousin, or second one's real, something like that.
What's your name?
Stanley, Gracie Stanley from Livermore.
Stanley. That does ring a bell. Is your mother's name Alice?
Yes, yes!
Then we are related. Nice to meet you, Gracie.
How do you like that? I'm not sure I do.
So what can I do for you? You want an autographed picture?
It's rather private.
Get lost.
We'll be close in case you need us.
I'm listening.
Well, I'm in charge of the school dance in Livermore, and we're holding it in a luncheonette because the gymnasium is being remodeled.
Slow down. You're gonna run out of breath.
Well, Muffin Mansfield and some of the girls said the Hibbity Hop would be a big flop. But, well, I said it would be a big success because you'd be there. And I know I shouldn't have done that, but I couldn't help myself.
Hey, I understand. Either I show up or you end up with egg on your face.
That's about it.
I'd like to see Livermore.
Oh, then you'll do it!
What are relatives for?
Oh, Ziggy, thank you!
Let's go get a cheeseburger down across the street. The owner closes the place just for me.
Oh, Ziggy, I can't tell you what you doing this means to me.
I like hearing about relatives. It's comforting.
Ziggy Springer performing in a luncheonette for no pay? Now I've heard everything. You're not gonna let him do it, are you?
Of course not. You call his cousin and tell her Ziggy has laryngitis and he can't perform. You know how he is. He'll have forgotten about it by tomorrow anyway.
True. Now, I want to have a word with security.
That makes two of us.
Do you really think it's true?
What?
Half the kids say Ziggy Springer will be at the Hippie Hop, and half say he won't.
I wonder if Ziggy really is Gracie's cousin. Gracie's a good kid. I don't think she'd lie about something like that.
Muffin Mansfield is just waiting for her flop.
I need some more chocolate syrup. Will you cover the front if anyone comes in?
Yeah. Maybe he'll play a concert in Detroit.
It wouldn't be the same as seeing him up close.
Afternoon, girls.
I asked her more.
Is Louise about?
She's in the kitchen. Want me to get her?
Please.
Want a Coca-Cola?
No, thanks. Makes me burp. But I hear your father's going to be designing something called the Edsel.
That's what he says.
Maybe I'll buy one. I need a new car.
You wanted to see me, Officer Moore?
Afternoon, Louise.
Is something wrong?
Nothing much. I hear that there's a bit of trouble in here the other day.
Trouble.
Sinbad Bellucci.
Oh, that.
It was nothing much. George Bullock smoothed the waters.
Sinbad's a bad customer. If he ever causes you trouble, you let me know.
In more ways than one. And thank you. I appreciate your concern.
Is he still hanging out with those guys, Rick and Misty?
Yeah, I see them together all the time.
If they cause you any trouble, you let me know.
Sure will, Officer Moore. How about a hamburger?
Sure, but in the kitchen. I don't want to scare away any of the customers.
Edna, Mrs. Nicholson will be here any moment.
Come along, Officer Moore. You like how I cook cheeseburgers. I cooked them over twice.
Mrs. Nicholson, I just told them that you'd be here at any moment. How about a soda?
I never eat sweets. Bad for the complexion.
Please, sit down.
I have a couple of things to say, but I just like talking on the phone. Face to face is more personal.
I agree.
You're not going to like what I have to say.
Oh?
Your lease is up in a few weeks, and I may not renew it.
Mrs. Nicholson!
You pay a very modest rent. You'll have to admit that.
It's all you can afford.
I am a businesswoman, and I have to think of my profit. That's the dry cleaner who wants this location.
A dry cleaner.
The other thing,
Yes?
I understand the students from the high school are going to hold a dance here.
A hippity hop.
They can forget it. I won't allow it. Noise, complaints from neighbors, possible damage to the floor?
But I've already given my word.
You shouldn't have.
Well, they can't hold it in their school gymnasium. It's all torn up.
That is none of my concern. I've said what I came to say.
Remember, no hippity hop, and I'll be on my way.
What am I going to do?
Something wrong, Louise?
Mrs. Nicholson said she may not renew my lease.
That's terrible.
It gets worse, and she says the hippity hop can't be held here.
But the kids are counting on it. What will Gracie say?
Don't say anything to Gracie. I'll break the news at the right moment.
I don't know why everyone's so excited. I told you Ziggy would come. I'm his favorite cousin.
Well, I, for one, still don't believe it. I don't believe it either.
Same here.
Spoiled sports.
Well, I believe it. I didn't even know who he was.
Thanks, George. I'll believe it when I see Ziggy Springer with my own eyes. How's this for proof?
What is it?
It's a signed photograph of Ziggy Springer with an inscription. Read the inscription, George.
To my dear cousin Gracie, see you at the hippity hop. From Ziggy Springer.
Anyone could have written that.
Of course.
Give it a rest, Muffin.
I know what we could do. We could put up a big banner that says, "Welcome, Ziggy Springer." We could get our pictures taken with Ziggy.
This is going to be the best dance party Livermore High's ever had.
It certainly sounds like it. Gracie.
Thanks, George. Well, what do you say, gang?
Rock and roll! Ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba, 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 ba-ba-ba-ba, dance party, rock and roll is on its way. Ba-ba-ba, 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 dance party, rock and roll is here to stay. All cats and trees gonna get their kicks tonight. Gonna rock and roll till next December. Gonna be a party to remember. Ba-ba-ba, 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 dance party, rock and roll is on its way. Gonna do some good things tonight. I'm blasting off the smokes are rising. Ready for some crazy improvising. Viva la blue-eyed, shake, shake. Ram-a-lam-lam, do-lay, do-lay. Come sing now, baby, all across that blue. Sha-na-na-na, boo-shoo-boo. Shoo-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-da-da. Getting your blue-eyed, gonna party all night in the high school gang. Boogie, ting, tang, walla, walla, bang, bang. Ba-ba-ba, 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 dance party, rock and roll is here to stay. Ba-ba-ba, cha-cha-cha, ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba, sha-la-la-la, dance party, rock and roll is here to stay. Ba-ba-ba, 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 dance party, rock and roll is here to stay. Ba-ba-ba.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Look, I'm only telling you because you're my friend. What are friends for?
Does anybody else know?
Just my sister. But Gracie wouldn't tell anyone.
You whole man messing with Sinbad Belushi, Harley Davidson? You like to live dangerously.
Look, just don't tell anyone else. I don't want word to get around.
That's understandable. Sinbad Belushi takes no prisoners. Just thinking about it gives me the jitters. I've got to get out of here.
Where are you going?
Does it matter? I don't think it's safe to be seen hanging around with you.
I thought you were my friend.
When it comes to Sinbad Belushi, I don't have any friends.
I'm not gonna lend you any more comic books, and I just got the latest issue of Spider-Man. Cover isn't even torn yet.
Bob Stanley, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Why is that?
A boy your age reading comic books?
It's so common.
Infantile?
You ladies don't know what you're talking about. I've got the best comic book collection in town. It'll be worth big money someday.
You ought to read something more uplifting.
Like what?
William Shakespeare.
We're studying him in English class.
William Shakespeare? Give me Spider-Man and Captain Marvel any day.
Hey, Jughead, wait up.
I pity the girl that marries Bob Stanley. She'll want to go dancing, and he'll want to stay at home and read stupid comic books.
Any girl who marries Bob Stanley would probably want to stay home and read stupid comic books.
I suppose.
I heard Bob and Jughead are joining the service when they graduate. Doesn't that give you a sense of security?
Forget about Bob and Jughead. It'll be interesting to see what happens tonight.
You mean at the hippity hop?
I don't mean at the Bijou. I can't wait for that moment when Ziggy Springer doesn't show up and Gracie had to admit that she lied.
I wonder what George Bullock will think of her then.
She'll be the school laughingstock.
When I get my hands on that guy, justice will be done. I don't approve of violence.
Look, it's Sinbad Kaluchi and those awful beatniks.
Griffin Misty.
Ugh. I bet Sinbad is headed straight for the electric chair.
Prison even.
So young, so bad.
We'd better get out of here before they see us. They're nothing but juvenile delinquents.
You sure you haven't seen the guy yet?
Would I lie to you, Sinbad?
You might. I don't trust nobody.
You get too excited, Sinbad. Be cool. Go with the flow.
I got a right to be excited.
My beautiful Harley? Broken.
Yeah. I'm worried about something else.
What?
My mother's been giving me a hard time. She wants me to get a job and stop being a beatnik.
Stop being a beatnik? That's cruel and unusual punishment. A job? That's disgusting.
Besides, only squares work. We're rebels. Why don't people understand that?
Because they're squares, man, and squares just don't get it.
I'm a rebel with the cause, ain't no doubt. James Dean, eat your rebel heart out. I go where I want, just me and my bike. Do what I want, anytime I like. They call me a wild one, I'm hip to the jive. You won't ever catch me doing 9 to 5. The beat generation is what I'm about. The whole wide world's gonna Bobby Gillis, Zen, the Big Ten, rock and roll, apple pie, Eisenhower, even Beaver Cleveland, man, we dig it all. And like, sometimes when I'm feeling down, like Kathy's clown, I think, hey man, it's okay, cause you got a whole lot of shaking going on. I'm splishing and splashing, I'm rocking with Robin, I'm feeling real loose, like a long neck goose. Yeah, I will talk back. And when it comes right down to it, I am saving the last dance for me. I'm a rebel with a cause. Gonna turn this country upside down, spread the word all over town. I'll be coming around, a rebel with a cause. Don't be a fox in the road. All the weekend long, running around, a rebel with a cause. Oh yeah.
Freedom of speech we do defend. The end.
I feel so sore for Louise. She's been hiding in the kitchen all day. She's afraid to come out. Afraid to face Gracie and the kids.
She'll have to tell them sooner or later. The hippity hop's only a few hours away.
I mean, you don't invite a big star like Ziggy Springer and then tell him, sorry, the dance has been canceled.
It would be a black mark on Livermore. Gracie would never recover.
If only Mrs. Nicholson were out of town.
What did you say?
I said if only Mrs. Nicholson were out of town.
That's a great idea.
What is?
We could call up Mrs. Nicholson and say her brother is ill and to come quickly.
She has a brother?
Yeah, he lives over in Brewster.
That's like 300 miles away.
All the better. It'll take him till she'll be here till like tomorrow morning at the earliest.
What if she finds out she's been tricked?
We'll deal with that later.
What about Louise?
We can call her and say, Mrs. Nicholson called and it's okay to have the hippie hop.
What if it doesn't work?
It has to work. For Ziggy.
I really hope Ziggy appreciates what we're doing for him.
Hey Edna, I heard your father is helping to design a new car for Ford Motor Company.
That's right.
Yeah, I was reading about it in Automotive Magazine.
What did it say?
Oh, it said it's going to be the best car ever released. Everybody's going to want it. It's going to be the car of the future.
Did you know it's named after Henry Ford's son?
I bet it's cool.
It is and then some.
Sure would be nice to own a car like that.
Yeah.
I can see me now. Elegance.
Originality. The most beautiful thing that ever happened to horsepower.
Step out of the ordinary and into the car of the year.
A car that clearly says, you're going places.
Got my ride and I'm driving it home. I drive and then some. Got my ride and I'm driving it home. I drive and then some. The car of the future. Every parent's gonna buy whatever
Norbert. Perhaps we should go someplace else, especially since we'll be here this evening, to say hello to Ziggy.
Ziggy, Ziggy, Ziggy. That's all I'm hearing.
They still don't need Gracie.
They will when Ziggy waltzes in.
If Ziggy shows up, you'll give Gracie an apology, won't you, Muffet?
I said I would, but I won't have to.
I'll tell Louise the good news, Virginia. You make that call across the street. Use the payphone. Disguise your voice.
Good idea.
Will you have enough ice cream, Donald?
You name it, I've got it. Any flavor you want.
Do you have pistachio?
Who eats pistachio?
I do. Who's taking you to the hippity hop, Gracie?
Muffin, you know perfectly well the hippie hop is an open dance. It's not necessary to have an escort.
Oops, I'd forgotten.
No, you didn't. You're just trying to stir up trouble.
Who's talking to you, Miss Famiano?
Don't talk to Rosemary like that.
I'll talk to Rosemary any way I'd like. This is a free country.
Gracie, I'm so glad everything's worked out. It's such a burden off my mind.
What are you talking about?
The hippity hop. It hasn't been canceled after all. Feels so much better.
What was that all about?
Beats me. Louise hasn't been herself all day. She's been hiding in the kitchen. I've been really worried about her.
That doesn't sound like Louise. No, it doesn't. Well, anyways, I am so excited about tonight.
I still say tonight will be a big flop.
Unquestionably.
Without a doubt.
If you don't stop bad-mouthing the hippity hop,
You'll what?
you'll find out.
Girls, whatever happened to composure? Remember who and what we are. Teen queen, facing new challenges day after day. I'm a teen queen,
skin hasn't turned green. The phone.
Oh, yeah, right. Louise's lunch met the best in malts, floats, shakes, and egg salad sandwiches, with or without lettuce.
My name is Beverly Griffin. I'm currently running Gracie's Standing.
Gracie? Yeah, she's right here.
May I speak with her?
Gracie, it's for you.
For me?
Some lady named Beverly Griffin.
Beverly Griffin? Do you know who she is?
No.
She's the secretary to Ziggy's manager. Wow!
Don't keep her waiting. She probably wants to tell you what time Ziggy will be here.
I guess. How do I look?
You're not talking to her in person. You look fine.
I'm getting tired holding this thing.
Hello?
I hope you remember me, Miss Stanley.
I certainly do, Miss Griffith. It's nice to hear your voice. What time will Ziggy be here?
That's what I'm calling about.
Nothing's happened to Ziggy, has it?
I'm afraid so. He's come down with a bad case of laryngitis.
Laryngitis?
His larynx is inflamed.
Inflamed?
Nothing seems to help. Under the circumstances, I'm sure you realize it would be impossible for him to attend your, what did you call the dance?
Hippity hop.
Hippity hop. Curious name. Perhaps another time. Goodbye, Miss Stanley.
No, Miss Griffith, don't hang up. Miss Griffith? Miss Griffith!
You don't look so good, Gracie.
Oh, I don't feel so good. I might just die.
Who's got laryngitis? Who's inflamed?
Who do you think?
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Not Ziggy Springer. Oh no. What are you going to do? Muffin Mansfield will never let you forget this. This is a tragedy.
What are the kids going to say?
Oh, this is going to be so embarrassing. My reputation will be ruined.
You won't be a teen queen anymore.
Oh,
The kids won't speak to you anymore.
What's the big deal? Just tell everyone the truth.
the truth? Who's going to believe the truth? I promised Ziggy Springer, and now I can't deliver.
We'll have to cancel the hippity hop. That would only make things worse.
I've got to think of something to get out of this. It might. Maybe. It might. What? Hey, Donald, can you show me an impersonation of Ziggy Springer? You know where he warbles Old Baby?
My pleasure.
Oh, baby. Baby. Oh, baby. Baby. She rocks when she rolls, rolls when she rocks. My baby makes my heart go tick-tock.
Ease up with the eyeballs, Gracie. You're scaring me.
With a little luck, we might just get away with it.
Oh, you're not thinking what I think you're thinking.
Yes, I am.
You can't substitute Donald for Ziggy.
That's crazy.
Besides, you'd never get away with it.
I'm just that desperate.
I'm not going to do it.
Please, Donald. My life is in your hands. My reputation. My future.
I'm still not going to do it.
But Donald, you always said you were as good as Ziggy Springer. This is your chance to prove it.
I don't know. How would we get away with it?
Well, we'll just tell everyone that Ziggy's running late and he only have time for one number because he's got to catch a plane connection to his next concert. But they'll see it's Donald. Well, right after I make the announcement that Donald's gonna sing, we'll shut off all the lights. We'll just say it's a power failure.
Yakety yak, I won't do that. Come on. It would be a noble act. For one shining moment, you could be a rock star. Me, a rock star.
Why not? Girls will scream.
Girls will scream. Guys will envy you. Guys will envy me? I like being envied. I like girls screaming over me. If only I didn't have to do it in the dark. It's creepy. Let me give this some thought. Okay, I'll do it.
Oh, wonderful! Wonderful, 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 wonderful.
Well, what do you know?
I'm beginning to not like this idea anymore. Oh, no! I hate that touchy stuff.
Worked like a charm. I put the handkerchief over the mouthpiece. Did Mrs. Nicholson say when she'd be leaving? She said right away. Couldn't be better. Does Louise suspect anything? No, she's so delighted the hippity hop's going on, she can't think straight. She really likes the kids. It would have hurt her if she had to cancel the dance. You don't think Louise will try to contact Miss Nicholson? I already thought of that. I told her, Mrs. Nicholson is out of town and can't be reached. We are going to have a lot of explaining to do when this night is over. One thing at a time. You're right, one thing at a time. Come on, we have a lot of work to do before the hippity hop. Hippity hop, hippity hop.
I hope you'll have time for a dance with me tonight, Gracie.
Of course, George. More than one.
I mean, you'll be so busy with your cousin and all. If you don't want to dance with me, I'll understand.
What a thing to say. Besides, I thought Muffin Mansfield would be taking up all your time.
Well, who told you something like that?
Word gets around.
Well, I consider that a wild rumor.
Do you, George?
I don't want you to misunderstand, Gracie. I know I come across as kind of shy where girls are concerned.
I never thought you were shy, George.
Well, I'm not shy about basketball. Some people think I can play at the big time.
I'm sure you will, if that's what you want.
I don't really know what I want. I get confused sometimes.
I know the feeling. We're a lot alike.
I can't imagine you being confused about anything, Gracie. I was wondering,
Yes, George?
do you want to go to the drive-in movie with me Saturday night? I could borrow my uncle's car.
The Buick convertible?
Yeah.
What's the movie The Dragon? Oh wait, it doesn't matter.
I want you to know.
So you know what, George?
Oh, gee whiz. It's time to be a teenager. Get up, hop, 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 and you die, and you die. Yes, I pray. Yes, I pray. Yes, I pray.
Okay, I cry when Katie sings. It's allowed.
Something's going on at the mansionette, and I intend to see what it is. I have my suspicions.
What do you want me along for?
I may require the presence of the ball. Besides, you might go to the lodge. Don't forget that.
How could I?
You may have to call for the wagon.
The wagon.
You know how to make a side. It could be a riot.
A riot.
Seeing as can get pretty wild.
Wild.
Would you stop repeating everything I say?
I wish I knew what this is all about.
There you go.
What do I look like? A Easter bunny?
Look who's up ahead. That cop. Officer Moore. We don't want anything to do with him. He doesn't understand us.
I ain't afraid of heat. And I got strong feelings man I'm gonna catch that crap and damage my Harley. I'm sure you're right, Sinbad.
The vibes never lie.
Riff? Yeah? Keep your eyes peeled.
Gosh, Sinbad, that sounds painful.
talking about, Muffin? It's the best hippie hop I've ever been to.
I'm surprised you're here.
Why is that?
We thought you'd be home reading comic books.
Yeah, Captain Marvel and Spider-Man.
I can read comics and dance at the same time.
I
think we danced enough, kids. After all, we all know why we're here.
Ziggy, 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 Ziggy.
That's right. Ziggy, where is he?
Well, the truth is, quit stalling. Okay, the truth is, he was coming, but he got laryngitis.
He'll only have time for one number.
Why?
Well, he's got to catch a plane connection to his next concert. Isn't some Ziggy Springer better than no Ziggy Springer? Students of Livermore High, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the hippest, the coolest, the rock star that all America's in love with, Ziggy Springer!
No. Did he sound like Ziggy Springer? No. There you have it. Gracie isn't related to Ziggy, and she couldn't deliver him. She lied.
Watch what you say about my sister.
Really, Muppet, I'm sure Gracie had a perfectly logical explanation for what happened. Don't you, Gracie?
Well, that is,
Quit stalling.
The truth is, he was coming, but he got laryngitis.
Ha. His larynx wasn't playing. Ha.
I knew everyone would be terribly disappointed, so I did what I did.
She was only thinking of us. I think she showed a lot of imagination.
Go bounce a basketball.
Don't you dare talk to George like that!
You're a liar, Gracie Stanley. Admit it. You're a liar.
Wait, listen! That's not me! That's not me! What are you thinking up to now?
Nothing, I swear!
It really is!
When I heard what they tried to pull, I said, no way. I made a promise to my cousin to visit her in Livermore. So here I am.
Just a side thought.
We got trouble.
You called me out, did you, Louise? Disguised your voice and told me my brother was sick and ill?
No, I didn't, honest.
I did it.
You did it. Why?
We didn't want to let the kids down. How did you find out?
I don't have a brother. I have a sister. Oops. My mistake. I want this dance to end right now. Everybody, out. Out.
Wait. Before Ziggy sings?
Ziggy who?
Ziggy Springer!
Ziggy Springer? Yeah.
I think she needs some air.
Ziggy Springer. Am I building? He's right there.
What? I kiss your hand down.
That's Mrs. Nicholson. She owns Louise's luncheonette, and she's also my sister-in-law.
Would you like an autographed picture?
I would. Could you inscribe it to Eunice? His name.
Beverly. To Eunice of Louise's luncheonette. Love and kisses. Ziggy.
I don't know what to say. Thank you. Louise, I want you to display this over the soda fountain. I want the whole town to see it. I'll buy a beautiful thing. I'll spend no expense. Well, what about the dry cleaner? I think we can forget about that. Didn't you hear what Ziggy wrote? Well, he wrote to Louise's luncheonette. Exactly.
I saw him come in, said that.
Point him out.
That's it.
This is not my day.
You leave my brother alone.
Better stay out of it, girlie.
Look, Sinbad, I can explain.
Explain this. I've warned you once before.
Hey, let me handle this. Not be enough of that, Sinbad.
You don't understand. He smashed up my Harley. There's a law against smashing up private property, ain't there?
See, about that motorcycle. Are you sure it's yours? See, we got a report of a stolen motorcycle, which fits your description.
I didn't steal it.
They did. They told me they gave it to me as a birthday present. Hey man, that's not true. That's a big lie.
I can't go to jail. I have a medical condition.
Oh, really? Okay, Louise, call the station, would you? Now we need a squad car. We'll be outside.
No, it's all a mistake.
And you made it.
Is it my fault no one understands untamed you?
Man, oh man, did I just get lucky. I had my life handed back to me. I'm never going to touch another motorcycle as long as I live. Until I get my own.
You're a good guy, boss.
Thanks,
I'm
Jim.
glad everything worked out for you. And thanks to your sister, it's a great party.
You said you would apologize to Gracie if Ziggy showed up.
A genuine teen queen never goes back on her word. It's an unwritten law. I apologize.
I accept your apology, Muffin.
Ziggy, I can't tell you what you being here means to us.
Don't worry about it. I'll stay as long as you need me to. Long time then.
Yeah, you're the boss.
All right, everyone, let's rock!